What's going on, guys? My name is Renegade. Today I'm here for AQ3D News. This is the first episode, but this should be a regular series. Probably every second week at first, then every week as the game gets more weekly releases, so make sure you're subscribed to be notified when future episodes go live. Also, definitely follow me on Twitter, as I tend to tweet a lot of AQ3D news if you want to keep up to date. I also do tweet AQW news, but that's neither here nor there. Other than that, let's get into the news. So first up this week, we'll talk a little bit about the over-deliver that Artix called it on Twitter. Basically, he linked a post on the AQ3D news post, like section of their website. It's kind of weird. I'm used to calling the the news section of the website the design notes, but you know, it's not called the design notes. It's called news. So from this news section, you can find the surprise gift to pre-beta guardians and backers post. That's what it's called. I'll link that in the description down below if you want to take a look. And so there's quite a few new rewards for people who are backers on Kickstarter. One thing, they kind of announced, in a way, I don't think I'd seen it beforehand, so I guess this is the announcement of their microcurrency, or microtransaction currency, called Dragon Crystals. Now, 2,500 Dragon Crystals will be awarded to cross-game heroes / hero starter packs. Now, I believe cross-game heroes, what that might mean is heroes that have already made purchases in other games by AE, so that could be cool for people who have already bought ACs or whatever in AQW, although I'm not entirely sure about that. That's just a guess. That's a complete guess that doesn't seem right at all to me either. Like, I don't know if that's right. Either way, 7,500 DCs, I'm going to call them DCs, like they're pretty much just ACs with a D instead of an A. 7,500 DCs will be awarded to Guardians, and 17,500 will be awarded to Epic Founders and above. So that's actually really, really good. If the currency works in the same way that ACs do, and they are worth the same sort of value as ACs are, then the 17,500 DCs are really quite a expensive reward. And so I'm really glad that they did that. Now, all pre-beta Guardians will be upgraded to Collector's Dragon Guardian. So if you had Guardian during the pre-beta, they bumped you up and got you the Collector's Edition item rewards, worth $50 US apparently, including the Guardian Dragon Wings, the Guardian Dragon Armor, the Helm, Gloves, Boot, Belt, and the Elite Guardian Rider, which is a mount transformation, which they said would be released. Well, this post was made on Tuesday, 26th of July, and it's now the 30th of July, at the time of recording, although this episode might come out a bit later. And so they said that this would be released on Friday or Monday. Now, yeah, they said Friday or Monday, and so it's now Friday for people in the US, it's Saturday for me. So I don't think it's out. I haven't checked, but I don't think it's out. But either way, you can expect it on Friday or Monday. Now, also, there was one more thing that they were awarding, and that's 999 health and mana potions to people who backed at Heroes Backpack and above tier. Now, they were expecting 100 bonus potions. I believe it said in the Kickstarter page that they were getting bonus potions, so they originally were going to give you 100, and then they doubled it to 200, and then they doubled it again to 400, and then they had 800, and then they just basically, Zoom basically said the max stack was 99, and so they said, well, hack it and give them 999. So, cool, 999 potions. Sweet, that's cool, I guess. Makes doing the starting quest a little bit easier, I guess. The starting quests are actually, I've tried them out, and they're pretty grueling. It's pretty, I don't know, pretty gut-wrenching to be killed by frogzards over and over again, to say the least. But regardless, there's one more thing, actually, and it's the Backer Berserker Blade, which I originally thought was just an AQW blade, because I've actually got it in AQW already, but the Backer Berserker Blade is apparently an AQ3D blade as well, so that's going to be coming at some stage in some way or another. The Backer Berserker Blade will be able to be bought from somewhere. They're not entirely sure. There's just a picture of the Backer Berserker Blade here with a completely unrelated description next to it, so, you know, that's a thing. That's it for the additional rewards. We'll now talk about something else. I don't know. I haven't actually seen the title of what it is yet. Either way, we're talking about something else. So we'll next talk about the patch notes for the most recent patch. That's 0.0.8. So they're now officially in closed beta. I'm just going to read this out. If there's something I don't think is necessary to read out, like the text in red or green, then I won't read that out, but I'm going to read out pretty much everything here. I'll leave a link for this in the description if you miss anything that I said. So now, we are now officially in closed beta once the servers are back up. There are tons of new changes and updates that we are super excited for you to all try. Here's a brief overview of the things we've been working on. There are dungeons, so people who love dungeon crawling, they've added many more dungeons spread across the existing overworld maps. Make sure you explore and find them all. The item and loot has changed as well. As you explore and begin your questing adventure, you may notice there is something different about how you acquire items now. We've been working on a system which will allow players to make their own items using materials that they find while questing and killing monsters. If you've been playing in the Umbral Caves, then you will be familiar with the system. We've also given players some choices as to what items they would like to create, allowing you to tailor your stats to the playstyle of your choosing. We hope you'll have fun together to find all the things you need to craft, as well as looking forward to any feedback you have about the system. So yeah, leave feedback in the, I guess on that page. You can like make a comment. I don't know exactly where they want to leave feedback, but I guess you can go to the link I'll leave in the description for the patch notes, as I said before. Click on that link and you can go down to the comment section. If you've already got an AQ3D account, you can comment there. If you don't, then just log in or whatever. And you can make your comments on the systems. There's experience, gold, and stats changes. The level cap is now officially 15. With the raising of the level cap, they've also adjusted the amount of experience needed for leveling. Make sure you take advantage of the new dungeons to help you along in your journey. Along with experience changes, gold I actually don't know how to pronounce that word. That's actually a word that I have not come across before in text. I am really quite astounded at that word, because I've seen it before. I just never had the opportunity to pronounce it, so it's really weird. Acquisition. Oh my gosh, I couldn't Okay, I'm going to leave this in the video because that is really interesting for me. Either way, gold acquisition has been adjusted as well. You may find less gold out in the world now, and most of the gold you will find, golden drops you will find, will be used for making items. Stats in general have been streamlined a bit more. One major change is the monsters will now be closer in strength to the player when they are at the same level. As always, we will continue to tweak things as we move closer to open beta. And now back to your regularly scheduled patch notes, and you can actually read all of the patch notes from the 26th of July all the way back to 0.3, which I don't know, they don't have a date for that, but the one that they have a date for is the 2nd of January. Wow, you can read all the way back there, so you can see all the changes that were made on that if you go to my AQ3D link that's in the description down below. It's aq3d.com/patch notes. So yeah, that's going to be it for this week's episode of AQ3D News. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. As I said before, you can subscribe to be notified when this series goes live. Also, remember to follow me on Twitter. I do tweet frequently about AQ3D and AQW related news and such. I do want to try and make more tweets and everything like that, just to get you guys all involved in everything. You just tweet me, I'll reply. Tweet questions to me, I might put them in AQW Q&A. Also, I do have a Discord server. You can join my Discord server. You can sort of talk to me, talk to any of my other viewers. I do have currently almost 300 people in there that you can talk to, but you know, I'd love to have all of you guys in there. That'd be the you know, ideal circumstance. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.